What's going on, guys? What's up, Disaster Strikes? Yep, we got emotes. At least a few of them for now. Yo, my sensitivity is bugging. This feels lower than usual. Alright, that works. Yeah, the debated one is a personal favorite. What's up, Jack? How you doing, man? Put on my winter clothes. But yeah, trying to remember what I did last stream. It feels like it's been a while. I've been so caught up in Kingdom Come that I barely remember what I was doing. I know we were doing walls. I think we did mostly walls last stream. I think most of the walls that wrap around the market stalls. I redid the walls around the stables. Yeah, it's basically mostly what I've been working on. But I think I'm gonna add a couple more fences. Maybe mess around with this little corner still, because I mean, this corner looks better, but we have a problem. We have a dire problem. I can't build anything in this corner unless I put like a well or something like this. Like, there's not really a lot of good space for building. And I don't really want to put a well here. I have one like right there. I was wanting to put a market stall here initially, but I don't think a market stall will fit either. At least how I want it to fit. See, this corner sucks. So I think we're just gonna, I don't know, I might throw down a few trees and see if that ends up making it look a little bit better. But this corner is so jank, it's not even funny. I don't know what to put here. How I'm gonna make this little crevice look good is beyond me. So let's hide it. Hide it in some trees. How do I? Here we are. I was gonna say, like, put 2 trees here. Oh, I could fit 3. It's kind of in the road, but the tree won't be in the road, I don't think. There's only one way to find out. And I think I might want to put one here too, if it fits. And we'll see if that looks good. It's going to take a couple years to grow before we'll even see how they look. Like this tree, I feel like this tree's, we're going to probably rip this one out. But we'll see. Hey, what's up, Drex Pack? How you doing, man? Love the new emotes. One day I'll get them. Thanks, dude. Yeah, I was talking to an artist for a little while trying to get them done. 2 of them are basically, I mean, how it's basically going to go is they're my male and female counterparts of Medieval Dynasty characters. The male guy was is representing kind of like Rasimir, like the main character of Medieval Dynasty. So he kind of has like his hairstyle and all that fun stuff. Even this character is technically based off of Rasimir, even though this character, we call him Jesus. Initially, like if you look at him really closely, I need to be in the light. He's got the same eyes as Rasimir. It's supposed to be like I put a beard on him, made his hair grow long, and he's like a runaway. But no, it's technically Rasimir. Doing fantastic with your baby already on your arms. Best feeling ever. Oh yeah, congrats, man. Are you getting plenty of sleep? I hope so. And why Jay? I mean, I think the Jay baited thing was kind of a joke from like our Bellwright streams. I feel like a lot of them have some inspirations kind of mixed with both the Bellwright game and the Medieval Dynasty game. Also, I just didn't know what to name it exactly. I figured that fit just fine. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get rid of most of the stuff weighing us down right now. I don't know why I'm holding half of this. I do want to build, actually, before I get into like doing all the fun decoration stuff. There's two things I want to do. Like our fields are basically, there's not much going on with our fields this season, but next season, I kind of want to have our fields ready to go. So I want to build a third farm shed. And normally I wouldn't need to, but I mean, I'm adding so many trees, and since I cut down the amount of days by 1, I feel like we need like another 2 or 3 farmers. Hey, what's up, Tejas? How you doing? Tejas Pro. I get this out of here. I kind of wanted to... This is another like area where it's super hard to build. It's kind of annoying. But I'm hoping we can... Yeah, build this like right here. I don't think I can align it. If we can't align it, we can just place it like right here. Yeah, I feel like this will work. Because then we'll have like the road just drop down to like right here and then turn in. But we're gonna keep the sheep here and everything. It's just, I think I'm gonna put a farm shed in here too. Before I get ahead of myself though, this fence is completely ridiculous. What is holding me down? Here, let me grab some potions. Let me grab a stamina potion. Let me grab a weight carry potion. So I'm not just being like dragged down. So basically some rye beer and some fish tart. Assuming I have them both. Got the fish tart. Got the rye beer. I think I want to drink first and then eat the fish tart. Still a little encumbered, but that's fine. I'm just gonna drop a bit more. Like, definitely don't need all of these, like all this meat on me. I got like 140 meat just sitting on me. Into the box. So I have like 6, since I broke down the fold, the sheep don't really have a place to live. You can kind of see with the 6 symbols up top. They're not going to die though, so we have no big worry. but I do want to get a new fence started for them. I think I'm going to change up the fence altogether. Instead of doing like the simple fence, we're going to do a wattle fence. Loving the channel since I found it a few days ago when started playing Medieval Dynasty. You guys have helped me with your playthrough. Glad to hear it, man. Yeah, I put a decent amount of time into trying to get at least the most important, I guess, topics touched on for Medieval Dynasty. We're going to be having another tutorial actually coming out probably Saturday as well, so keep an eye out for that as well. I have a few more topics that won't make like full videos, like 10-minute videos, but I have topics that I still wanted to brush on. This is what I'm thinking. This fence is a little too close for me to the road. I kind of want to give it a little bit more space. And then we will... I mean, this... We'll see, we'll see. I don't entirely know how well this fence is gonna look. Because I want to kind of leave some space. Please don't be in my way, sheep. And maybe instead of this fence, we'll have it aligned with the orchards and stuff. I really don't want to redo the entire fence for the farm. But I mean, if we gotta do it, we gotta do it. Was your entry point to the game as well? Guides helped a lot starting. Yeah, it was kind of like what I wish I had when I started playing the game. Because I remember, I think I put like a good 100 hours into the game. And I hadn't even like tried getting a mount or really understanding like villagers and management, stuff like that. So I was like, if I was going to do this again, I wish there were some good videos that I could follow on. And that's kind of just how it all started. What's up, Alpheus? Love the content's also helped you create some for the Spanish audience. That's good to hear. Yeah, I hate to have it be blocked out, you know, by language. I know there's like auto-generated subtitles, but I can't imagine those are the greatest, right? I'm worried this is gonna look like ugly. I don't really want... Oh, that was close. I almost destroyed my entire orchard. I was about to reload. That would have been terrible. Yeah, these fences are a pain. One of the most annoying things to put down in the game, the fences. Let me just make sure I get all these and don't hit the orchard. I don't assume I can like connect these. Yeah. All right, let's start from scratch. I'm gonna go from the other end though, because I think it'll be easier to make it one big piece. Question J, do you play with more default building or the standard 70 limit? I have the 200% building limit on. So I'm technically over the 70 building limit. I think I'm at like 90. What are we at? 94 buildings. That was close. All right, we're gonna do it from this end instead. The sound these sheep make are disgusting. Gross guttural sounds. This is how we're gonna do it. Get it as aligned as possible. Doesn't need to be next to the road, because I will simply just I think I can do that, yeah. Kind of just have this go around the tree. Yeah, this is more what I was trying to go for. Trying to get a fully functional village with the 70 building limit, but in truth, it's kind of hard. Trying to think on how to expand that. I feel like it would be a lot easier to set up once you have all of your villagers like maxed out in their skills. Because I feel like before you get to that point, since there's like constant changing and like your villager skills going up and down, it doesn't really make it easy. Because as your villagers level up, they're gonna like make more things or generate more things, and it's gonna mess with your production, all that fun stuff. Currently working on a full guide from zero, wherever you can take it on how to dominate the Oxbow. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of ways you could go about that. I did have like an Oxbow video in the works, but I kind of want to get some other videos out before I even consider doing that. What's been kind of, I recently got obsessed with the new game, and I don't know if I'm going to stream it, but recently I like picked up a game to try it, and all of a sudden I stayed up till like 1 a.m. last night playing it. I usually don't stay up that late. What do I need? I need stone. We're gonna build this farm shed. We need some straw. We'll put a farm shed in here. We'll get the fold finished. And hopefully not have to look at this fence for a good amount of time. Oh, I needed logs. All right, well, we need logs for the farm shed too. Can we place the farm shed though? This was, I remember trying to place something next to this wall and it kind of worked. But I kind of want to try it with the farm shed. Yes. Sheep, could you, do you mind? There we go. I don't know how. It's aligned enough. All right, let's go grab those logs. And we'll have a farm shed ready for next spring, and then we can move the sheep into the fold and all that fun stuff. Is it another Medieval Dynasty or a completely new game? It's a completely new game. There's another Dynasty game I want to play, but I'm kind of waiting for the 1.0 update for Sengoku Dynasty. But I mainly just play Medieval Dynasty. Now, the game I was playing was a Crusader Kings 3. I know I launched that game a long time ago, and I kind of got like overwhelmed, and I was like, I'm gonna try this later when I feel ready. And randomly, I decided to pick the game up again and try it. And now that I'm learning it, oh my gosh, that game is hilarious. I did not grab enough logs. I thought I did. It's 5 a.m. in your country currently. Oh man. Are you an early riser or are you a late night owl? It's only 4:30 p.m. where I'm at. The sun's still up. Ah, you're in India? Okay, okay. I don't know if we've had anybody mention that they're from India before in the chat. So that's cool. And this should be enough. I think we're gonna have to invite maybe 1 or 2 villagers. I think we have room. Oh, speaking of, we have to check for Lubomir. Though I'm losing confidence that we'll ever find a villager named Lubomir. You're waiting on Dominus Tales of Old. You have the pre-demo gameplay from the devs, but yeah, you need to get your hands on it. I don't know if I've heard of that game before. What type of gameplay is it? West of Mexico, 4:30 p.m. now. Yeah, it sounds like we're in the same time zone, Alpheus. I live on West Coast, California, so. I kind of want to put another fence following, like, on the left side. Kind of like block off all of these ugly rocks and stuff. Maybe even like, I'm kind of just spitballing and placing things. Like, what about something like this? And I don't know if I want to, maybe I should do the same for this field. Or I could do like a smaller, I could do the smaller wattle fence for this side. I don't really use the small fences that often, but I'm down to see how it looks. Oh. All right, let's try that again. It's like at this point in the game, I always need to have the build mode on, like the destroy mode, so you can like see all these ugly red lines and everything. Else you kind of just mess things up sometimes. Especially when you're trying to like build around orchards. Does not want to make it easy. That might look cool. In order to not burn out, you like single player games. Yeah, I used to be, I mean, I wouldn't say used to be, because I still play a lot of multiplayer games. But I don't know, I find a lot of single player games pretty relaxing. Or even just playing survival crafting games single player. Because I mean, technically they're not single player. I still think of this game as single player, even though they added co-op. So I'm your first Indian viewer. You may be, Tejas. It's very possible. All right, let's go check for some Lubamirs before I forget. I mean, it looks nice, I guess. It's hard to say if it looks better. It's kind of just... I changed the fences. Then we're super close. You live close to the border. Oh, you live in Tijuana. Okay. Yeah, I don't live in Southern California, but we're probably like, I don't know, 10 hours away from each other.
Is there any weightlifting?
That's still cool though, man. Ooh, look at her skills. Farming, diplomacy, production, maybe. And the game, another kind of Medieval Dynasty, Kingdom Come Deliverance and Mountain Blade. Oh, it's like another type of that type of game? All right, maybe I need to look that up then, because I mean, two out of 3 of those games are down my alley.
How are you?
Let's go to Piastovia and check the villagers over there, because we'll be continuing. I noticed right before I got on stream, speaking of, if anybody's ever been interested in playing Kingdom Come Deliverance, there is a Kingdom Come Deliverance free weekend this weekend. Scanix mentioned in our Discord about it. And if you want to buy the game, apparently it's only like $2.99 right now, USD. So if you've ever been interested in trying or looking into Kingdom Come Deliverance, now is the time. So I mean, I don't think you're ever gonna beat 90% off. I saw that, I was like 90% off on the game. That's crazy. Getting your name pronunciation wrong, but it's all right. I mean, if you give me the pronunciation, I'll try my best. Kanuta. That's a cool name. Do we have room? How many houses do we have that are like available for people to move in? 3? 4? All right, so we can hire 1 guy, 2 guys, 3 guys. And none of them are Lubomir. No. All right, well, sorry, Kanuta. Maybe next time.
How can I help you?
Let's go to Klonitsa next. Those are the kind of games you buy even if you never play them, just to have them in your library. Yeah, I have a few too many of those games in my library at the moment. But to be fair, I started playing one, like I said, Crusader Kings. That was one of those games that I bought probably like a year ago and never did anything with.
There's nothing like the crackling
But I'm
of
enjoying it
a
now.
fire to make you forget you're sleeping outside today.
None of these villagers are worth inviting. Kind of bad. No, I have that. I do that a lot with survival crafting games, where I probably have more than a handful that I've put in less than a couple hours. I really need to stop doing that. All right, back to Skowkie. No villagers, none that I can. This is not Skowkie.
How is life treating you?
None that I feel like hiring. Let me double check Skowkie's place one more time, because I was looking at the ladies. Millichat, what are your abilities? Both of you, not good. Osmond is okay. To be fair though, we don't really need amazing farmers, because these guys are going to be farmers. They're not really going to be doing anything aside from field work. So I could just pick up every guy that I need. Let's just do that. Let's just pick up like 3 dudes. In fact, there's 3 dudes here. We're just going to pick up all 3 of the dudes in Skowkie.
Lucky bastard. How are you? Oh, it's you again.
You are our new farm workers. Our new farm hands. Farming. Farm shed 3. Jesus. Too many farm sheds. All right, Osmond goes in here. Wolfram Online goes in here. Millichat goes in here. Stanislava, these are producers. Yakert is a really good farmer. What the heck? This guy needs to be somewhere where he's fulfills his like full purpose. Because a 10 definitely shouldn't be in a farm shed. But I mean, we don't really have. I guess we'll replace Amelia with Jack Hurt. And then throw Amelia in this building. You bought Witcher twice for PC. It was cheap and you had it on PS4 already. I think that's another game I haven't played that I also have in my Steam list, really. But I think I got it pretty cheap. I think I got it from a Humble Bundle or something like that. Yo, what's up, Mad Season? Dinner time, you'll check back in a bit. Sounds good, bro.
And remember, don't eat the yellow snow.
Hope you're doing well.
Onward.
Welcome back, Tejas. Your Wi-Fi just stopped working. It happens. It happens. Yo, look at all these symbols. I'm having problems in this village. Maybe we should, let's fix this. First off, 3 people are homeless. And we need to make sure these houses are on this side of the village, because if they're not, we're gonna have to move people around. status. Osmond. Here, Wolfram will live with Leonarda. Henrika can live with Osmond. And then the last guy, Sobislava, will live with Milichat. All right, so we got 3 people. 4 people in the farm shed. I think we still had a couple people that needed jobs. Right? No? Yeah. Stanislava and Dobromila. They're both producers. So I'm thinking we'll put either Stanislava production building. We can either put her in a nether kitchen. We could have them level up in the tavern. The workshop is full. Maybe it's, yeah, maybe we'll put them in the second kitchen. Into the second kitchen. Sorry, the third kitchen. I'm pretty sure the third kitchen was technically just for show. But I have extra producers. I'm missing one more. Dobromila. Bellwright or Medieval Dynasty, which one do I prefer? Probably Medieval Dynasty. Don't get me wrong, I still enjoy Bellwright. But I just want to see that game bloom. It still has a lot of work it needs to get done. But it definitely has the potential. Our kitchen 3. This building is gonna have, I think we'll probably just cook pork, cheese, flatbread, white bread. I'm gonna add the fish tarts, though I don't think we'll make them. That's probably it. Maybe meat with gravy, maybe pottage. I'm just toggling everything that may be made. I think we should just go for making cheese because I know we have a lot of milk and I don't want our milk to go bad. So yeah, just go towards making the cheese. That's only gonna go through 2 buckets a day. Village needs to be built. You know what helps with that? The king's tax. Make sure you pay up. What's up, Bacon? How you doing, man?
Giddy up.
I'm so glad I settled down.
So our fields, oh, our fields look real good right now. They're primed and ready for next season. Oh yeah, I forgot to put the sheep back in as well. The fold that's not with the goats. All right, we can do this faster. Go back to the fold. Wait, is that all of our sheep? We only have 6 sheep? That doesn't seem right. I guess I'll go buy more sheep. Because we should definitely have more sheep than that. Maybe a group of my sheep died. I know it's about time for a few of my animals to go. All right, where do we get sheep? We got to go to Ostoya. Medieval Dynasty with bandit camps. It would definitely be a masterpiece. I definitely agree. Here's just like a, you know, a random thought, Bellis. So recently, Sengoku Dynasty got announced like a 1.0 update. And they announced that they're completely changing the combat in Sengoku Dynasty to like a Souls Light type combat. And it makes me wonder if they're maybe testing and seeing if it would work well with Medieval Dynasty. And the only reason I say that is because Sengoku Dynasty does multiplayer basically the same exact way Medieval Dynasty does it. But Sengoku Dynasty had multiplayer before Medieval Dynasty did. So I kind of thought maybe they like tested out the system to see if it works well. But in the 1.0 update for Sengoku, which I think comes out in September, October, they're rehauling combat for that game. So fingers crossed, maybe Medieval Dynasty will get a combat rehaul too. Because I think they have like bandit raids and stuff, right?
Where are all the good men?
I don't need villagers, that's not why I'm here. I'm here for the sheep. I don't really care the kinds of sheep. I'm just gonna get adult sheep. Oh, I don't have any boy sheep. Maybe that's why my sheep aren't reproducing. All right, well, let's get 2 rams. And then we'll get the rest sheep. With this, we should at least be able to replace the ones that die. They've announced the Crest Shield Swords update, but just on the trailer video. Yeah, they haven't, yeah, the Arms, Crests, and Shields update has been mentioned for a good amount of time. I'm pretty sure they were talking about that last year before Oxbow even came out. But it was kind of just like on the roadmap. It wasn't necessarily like, oh, we're doing this now. It's like after co-op, we'll work on the Armor's Crest and Shield update. And I noticed they changed it to Armor's Crests and Shields and more, so maybe we're getting swords, maybe we'll get bandit raids, maybe we'll get a combat rehaul. I think only time will tell. I'm sure by like December, we'll hear something about it. Or what's going on with my management? Oh, yeah, let's fix these buildings too, because I was running past a couple and they look like they're falling apart. Builder's hut. Oh, I need to move Lechislav to the new building hut. Because we got new building hut. I'm going to get rid of that one. Right, that's a lot to fix. But now this building gotta go. See you later. I'm encumbered. Your village is huge. Yeah, it's getting pretty unwieldy at this point. But like slowly but surely we've been like editing bits and pieces of the village. Mostly we've worked on like this main town center. But I need to work on the villagers like residence. I need to work around the farm. I have like this whole place across the water that still needs touching up, though we did a little bit over there. I wanted the rye beer, the fish tart. Then we can check management. Looks like it's kitchen. Out of buckets of water. How do you think that happened? I'm gonna change this building and still have it make 10. I can have the rest be quark. I don't think we have a lack of buckets, but it might be the fact that all of our buckets are filled up with sour milk. Okay, we're gonna take care of this. Quick question, how do market stalls work? Step-by-step guide, if you don't mind. Sure, I'll show you market stalls real quick. Here, I got like a empty one over here. We can kind of like set up. So I got this empty market stall right here. I gotta hire a villager for it. So I'm just gonna take any random, my best diplomatic villager. Let's just take like Millibad, for example. We're gonna put him in the market stall. When you want to decide, initially you need to decide what you want to sell, obviously, because there are a couple different types of market stalls. So if you go to change good type, you see you got tools, clothes, resources, food, herbs, etc. So it really depends on what you want to sell, which is what you decide. You can't have one market stall that sells tools and clothes or tools and resources. It has to be one of the type. So I'm pretty sure I got probably a lot of... I bet I got a decent amount of tools I could sell. So let's sell tools. So I chose tools. We go over here. I'm just going to select the entire column of tools, just so it makes it easier so I can see them. And then this is how you kind of decide how many tools you're going to sell per day. Any of these tools, like you see, I have iron knife 213. These supplies right here are what are inside your resource storage. So anything that you make that you want to sell needs to go to the resource storage to sell. And then you can kind of like turn this up and down as you will. So like I have a lot of... Let's start with knives. Since I have a lot of knives, I'll increase the amount of knives I'm selling. So let's just change this to like, I don't know, 50%. So at 50%, we're selling 3.15 knives a day. So we can definitely do more than that. Let's just change it to like a good 5. So we're selling 5 knives a day and we're getting 1,083 coins from those 5 knives a day. And I mean, you could sell all knives if you want, but you can sell a variety of tools at a tool stall. So we'll sell bags. I got 80 bags. So I'll sell 3 bags a day, get 270 coins. I'm getting about 1,350 coins total for a level 10 diplomatic villager. Is it your community that buys, or is it all different villagers around that can buy? So nobody actively comes around to buy it. It's kind of just automated. It would be cool if villagers like came to your stalls and they looked like they were like buying and selling. But realistically, like this villager right here, she is in the process of selling goods. Like, even though there's nobody that shows up, the goods still get sold. So Mode Laboga is selling 1.5 pants a day for 700 coins, 800 coins. And we could get more money if we alternated a little bit, not just pants, because these pants are really expensive. But because of that, they sell really slowly at a time. But it makes it easier to manage because we're not running out of pants super quickly. But basically, once you have that figured out, let's say you, what did I say? I was selling like 2 or 3 bags from that one villager. If you want to make sure that's automated and you keep that up, make sure your sewing hut is making at least 3 or 4 bags a day. Mine's making 7, so we should be fine. I bet they sell 100 per level, so you level or something increases the coins per day. Exactly. The lower level, the diplomacy villager working at the stall, the less money they'll be able to make per day. But diplomacy villagers level relatively quickly and should be making about, like I said, 1,300 coins per stall. Depending if you're at 100% work intensity. So yeah, this is around 500, 500, 1,300, yeah. So our food stalls making about 1,300. Our tool stalls were making it, but I think this is the guy that I pulled out to use as an example. We'll probably pick up another villager to work in the market stall. What's the best seller for each stall? I think that really depends. I don't think there is a best, but I think there is a variety, like for example, that other, here, let's look at this one really quick. The clothing stall, for example. See, this clothing stall is selling 2.7 pants, making a total of 1,350. And as you can see, she is level 10 diplomacy, right? So no, it's gonna average out to the same amount of coins regardless of the goods type, as long as they're the same level villager. So like this building is just like a mix of goods, but I mean, if you even this out, what is this? 600, 800, 1,000, 1,260, 1,300. Like it all kind of averages out to 1,350 once your villagers get to 10 diplomacy. Which means the reason this villager wasn't selling 1,350 worth is, as you can see, her diplomacy is only at 6. So that's why she's only making 800 coins. It really depends on their level. But you won't lose out on any money or lose out on any goods selling. They still sell for like a fixed rate regardless. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the market stalls. Kind of decide what you want to have like a surplus of and kind of sell those. So one thing that I like to make a lot of is bags, shearing scissors, knives. And then anything else that maybe like weighs me down or takes up too much space, I kind of clear out. So it's really up to you what you want to sell. If you want like a specific on the best things like you could try and sell and buy, I would just go check out my money making guides. That'll probably give you a couple good ideas on some easy things to sell. This market stall is selling roasted fish meat, cheese, flatbread, my bread, berry wine, cherry wine. I will say though, there's probably a couple items that you don't want to sell or you may not want to sell. Like, for example, if you're making alcohol, I probably wouldn't sell the rye beer, because rye beer you can use for yourself and just increase your carry weight. I think the other one is plum wine. Let's make a bunch of plum wine really quick. Because if you drink plum juice, you deal like 100% more damage. Hey, what's up, William? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Like if you go to, like if you make your juice and you got your juice, once you make it into wine, if you look at plum wine gives you 15 carry limit and 150% more damage. And there's something I kind of want to try. Because if you have 150% damage and I have an axe, how much damage am I going to be doing to like a Vesant with one strike? We're going hunting, guys. Though we will have to drink another rye beer, I think, because the plum juice has a carry weight. And it's going to overwrite. So in the order that you should drink it, I think it's plum wine, rye beer, flatbread. Or not flatbread, fish tart. So plum wine, rye beer, fish tart. Oh, I am okay. All right, maybe I drank a little too much. Please tell me I have potions of sobriety. Yes. All right, now we're all good. Think you've missed some of my last vids. All good, dude. Mainly we've just been doing like Kingdom Come Deliverance stuff. I think we did maybe one Medieval Dynasty stream. I don't know if we did it last week, actually. I think on Wednesday, maybe. All right, this is what I wanted to try. Quick save. All right, how much damage do I do with 150%? Where are you running? Where are you going? All right, now I need movement speed. All right, well, the creature is more afraid of me than anything, so maybe back to the old crossbow. Where's he going? All right, Andy's down. There we go. I don't have a knife? Just gonna make myself a stone knife. With traps, I can only make one rabbit trap. Is there a way of having multiple rabbit traps? Yes. You can increase your trap limit, I think, in your hunting skill. Hunting and Trap Master? You can increase your trap limit to up to 5, so you can have 5 of each trap. But I think it starts with 1, 3, and then 5? Something like that. Or 2, 3, and 5? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would say that's the best way to go hunting still. I think using a crossbow would probably still be best. But I wonder if you drink that potion that like conceals you from animals, maybe that would help a little bit more. Okay, let's throw this 70 meat in the box. Got to take off for now. I'll try to join you some other time. Gotta go home. It's freaking rush hour now. Oh, man. Good luck, dude. That sounds terrible. But thanks for stopping by, man. It was good seeing you. We'll catch you around. I just saw this. What do you need for a horse? Shelter, feed, what does it take? You're sprinting across the map. Any info greatly appreciated. So I think for a horse, you need to unlock the stable. Which is what? 2,500 tech points, farming tech? 2,000 farming tech? Yeah, so at 2,000 farming tech, you unlock the stable. And then I think once you build the stable, you can just place any horse that you want in there. I mean, I haven't tested it, but technically I don't think you need to feed your horses. Like, you need to put animal feed in the feeding racks if you want them to, like, have babies and stuff. But I don't know if you actually... Like, I don't think they die without having animal feed. But once you get a horse, all you need is, like, a saddle. So just go, like, buy a saddle. And then you can run up to the horse and it'll be like, saddle up. And then you just get on the horse. Though you might be better off using a donkey early on. They kind of hold more. Maybe 150% with a headshot with the iron crossbow. Well, why don't we try it? In theory, it should one-shot pretty much everything. Well, let's see if we can get that headshot. There should be like groups of 2 or 3 Vsants at a time. There it is. Nah, still takes 2 shots to kill him, even with the potion. But I mean, you may have better luck with like other animals, because the more damage you do them, that still like slows them down and stuff. Oh, that's a bear. Not even close. Oh, that's another bear. that wasn't supposed to hit you. But you know what? We take those. Oh. I'm sorry, Mies. Why did you get in the way? Well, free skins. Only played the game for a few days now with the 30-day seasons. All good, all good. Happy to answer any questions. Also, what's up, Jimmy Lance? Feed the horse. Rule 3 violation. I mean, I would do it just cause. Maybe you should get used to the idea of feeding your animals, especially if you want them to breed and stuff. They will not breed or generate goods if you don't have food for them. Hey, what's up, Teresa? Thanks for streaming. Was wondering what I was gonna do tonight. Good to have you, Teresa. How you doing? Yeah, we're just doing a little bit of village maintenance and stuff. I was answering a couple questions and I kind of got caught up testing out all these potions. And the plum juice, even though it does more damage, it doesn't really feel like a lot more damage at the higher level, whether it's melee or ranged. Two shot's still very good, but kind of sad doesn't. Yeah, two shot is still pretty good. Like, don't get me wrong. I did just shred 2 bears and a Vezant within seconds, so I definitely wouldn't say it's not worth grabbing. It's still worth it. Yeah, let's put this stuff away before we start the next season, though, because next week we got a spring, and we're going to be doing probably a lot when it comes to making sure our farms are all set up and ready. I hope we have enough. Hey, what's up, Myralyn? Decorated your village really well. Mine just looks like a bunch of buildings next to each other. I mean, my village still looks like that in some parts. Like, this row of buildings was initially just placed. But I've been like slowly but surely like breaking things down and replacing them and making it look a little bit better. Hey, yeah, man, we finally got membership emojis, at least the first 4, which is funny. I unlocked another set of emote slots, I noticed, as soon as I like put in the new emotes, so I may have to order more, but I gotta think of some ideas first. Or they're just gonna have to come to us spontaneously like the last couple. All right, we're setting up farms. So Blanca's farm stays the same, carrots stay the same, kitchen field stays the same. Beetroots, I never changed. Looks like the oats, I never changed. The poppies, rotation. All right, rotation fields need to be changed. So these are all gonna be flax. And I kind of want to make sure we have enough tools for everybody. Let's make some tools. We have 15 hoes, 20 scythes. How about bags? 75 bags. Appreciate it, man. Starving a horse is a big worry of yours. You'll get one, collect your findings, and report back. Sounds good. Now, I've never actually seen an animal die of starvation. So as far as I'm aware, I don't think it happens. Now, if it does happen, I truly apologize. But I don't think so. I think you'll be okay. Grab the rye beer and fish tart. Eat those up. Now, I was pretty happy with all the emotes the lady that worked on them did. I especially like the J baited one with the fire. I don't know, that one's funny to me. You bought 2 pigs, male, female piglets. The female piglet has grown up, but the male piglet hasn't. Are you doing something wrong? They're getting fed, but it seems like it takes time growing up. I don't think the male pigs grow up any later than the female ones. I think after like a year or 2, that's when they become full size. They may be like a couple seasons behind in age. You may want to check on that. But it shouldn't take any more outside like work or anything. It should just take a couple seasons in game for them to fully mature. And then once they're both mature, then they'll have like a chance to have babies each season. Let's grab the bronze. Let's make bronze tools because we're kind of just sitting on bronze. Grab the rest in logs. Let us make... I don't want to make bronze sickles. I was gonna say maybe bronze scythes. But now let's just make a bunch of hoes. A bunch of bronze hoes. We'll catch you later, Tejas. Your resource buildings were bugged and you had to restart your game to fix it? What happened? I've never heard of that happening before. And now we'll make some scythes. Oh, we gotta pay our taxes too. It is spring. You were putting stuff in the resource building chest and all the guide items were just gone, but it still showed the weight. Yeah, that does sound weird. Yeah, I've never seen that. Like, what were you doing when that happened? Was it just like a random, you were going into your chest and it was suddenly gone? Your villagers were complaining about lack of wood and stuff, so it was like the items weren't actually there. Yeah, I've never run into that bug before. Tool stall can do without a person. Kitchen. I mean, we'll cut back on the flatbread. Just a little bit, not like completely. But we need to clear these buckets. Which can only really happen if we make quark. And if we're out of buckets of milk, let's just keep making more quark. Actually, let's just go 25.75. You put a bunch of simple bags to sell at your market booth and then it just bugged out. Yeah, that is weird. Speaking of bags, actually, we need to make some bags. Pull all of our linen out. All right, maybe that's a little too much linen. Pull half of the linen out. Maybe not, actually. All the linen, all the leather. We're just gonna make straight up bags. $206. What's the limit of people you can have in this game? I don't know if there's a person limit. I think it's a building limit more so. So, I mean, you can have as many people as you can fit in buildings. But if you hit your building limit, then you're kind of screwed. Okay, everything's falling apart. Wine bottles, we're out of clay. Taverns, I assume we're out of wine bottles. Oh no, we're out of cherries. Well, we can change this to making wine. Same with this building. We'll mostly focus on plums because I think that's where we have most of our trees in. That's down to 4. Where is Lubomira? I need her to go take the taxes in. Lubomira,
Hello, husband.
take the money to the Castellan. 16k down the drain. But I mean, 16k is really nothing. It seems like it's literally just buckets that we're stuck on. Like, are we not filling buckets? I know we must have buckets. Yeah, we have massive amounts of buckets. We got buckets for days. But that just basically means our extractors aren't gathering water fast enough. So let's get another extractor. I'm gonna pull somebody out of the mine. Probably Wislava. And you're just gonna start filling up buckets. $14 buckets. And that should solve, yeah, that's gonna solve most of the problems. The clay problem, though, I mean, we're kind of gathering as much clay as we're able to. 414 clay, how much are we spending? We're spending 500 clay, that's why we're out of clay. We need much less. And it's only 16% clay items, too. I don't know why. All right, let's see what that says. Right now we're spending 280. We can spend more than that. $370. It's a little bit better. But if we can get closer to that 400 mark, 420, a little too much. Maybe like 390. So we'll be getting like 20 extra a day surplus. That's kind of what I'm looking for. You have a tavern up and running? How is it? Is it worth the hassle? I have 3 taverns up and running right now. If you're willing to put up with a tavern, if you can handle a tavern, taverns are really nice because taverns level your production villagers the fastest. I'll actually I won't spoil it. But no, taverns will level up your production villages the fastest. You're kind of going to need to either have good fields or orchards working with it though, because you're going to need, I mean, if you want to make juice, you're going to need fruits. So that's going to be from orchards. If you want beer, you're going to need grains, which is from fields. And then everything takes bottles, which is going to be clay. So it kind of depends what you want to make. It's definitely worth the hassle. Rye beers and plum wine give some of the best stats of any food in the game. So just pick and choose on what buildings you have. But do you have any, say, one kitchen level 1, level 2, and then level 3, or just go all 3 level 3 kitchens? I usually just go for the highest built one. I think for certain buildings, it doesn't really matter for the upgrade. Like, as soon as you unlock the Smithy 3, you don't need the Smithy 3 to make iron tools. So there's really no reason for the Smithy 3 in that regards. But some buildings require upgrades, like you need a workshop 2 if you want to get the clay stuff. But for the most part, you don't need like the highest level 1 for certain buildings. I have 3 level kitchens, but I mean, they really don't need to be. Some buildings though, like as they upgrade, they'll unlock, or sorry, kitchen 2. Some buildings will unlock extra slots for them. So kitchen 2 might be one of them. So if the building allows more villagers to work in it, then it's definitely worth getting. But aside from that, not really. So like Hunting Lodge 2, I think adds more villagers. I think the Workshop 3, I think it might be the second one or the third one that adds the second villager. Is Smithy 3 just for villager happiness? It doesn't even give you villager happiness, actually. I don't even think I replaced this Smithy 2 to Smithy 3 until like 2 or 3 years ago in game. The main thing is once you unlock the Smithy 3, that's when you unlock the iron tech. But you don't need to have the smithing 3 to make iron tools. So maybe they should change that? I don't know. Happiness only corresponds to their house, their family, and the level of their job. So if they're in a Smithy 1 but they have 10 production, it's going to be the same as if they were in a Smithy 3 with 10 production. Oh, I forgot to put these trees down too. Let's see if we have any like pear and plum. I got apple seeds. I got cherry. All right, there's the pear, there's the plum. I want to get these started so I can at least see how it looks, and then I can determine whether I like it or not. So orchard, pear tree right here. Pear tree right here. And then we'll just do plum. And we'll let that grow. Hey, what's up, Rick? Speaking on a tavern if you want juice. What? The last juice tavern you went to was Quaint. I mean, they sell juice, but I mean, they make it into wine too. I mean, I guess that's maybe the weird thing. Why are they the ones making the juice? Shouldn't they just be the one making it into wine? I mean, to be fair, do most taverns brew their own alcohol? Don't we usually have like a brewery for that? You got Map Genie that shows you locations for the valley map, but it doesn't show for Oxbow. You or the villagers know, or viewers, sorry. Villagers, what's up, villagers? Do you or the viewers know if there's a map for it? I don't think they've added the map for Oxbow on Map Genie yet. I did check for it recently, and I didn't see anything, unfortunately. It would be so useful if they added it, though. I hope they do. Oh, what's up, sheep? Yeah, now it looks like we got plenty of sheep. This is what I was working on initially, so I'll finish this up. I could probably throw some decor in here. Some stones, some logs, some planks, all that stuff. On Steam Community, there's a map for Oxbow. It's helped you with hunting zones early game. You can also, I mean, if you want to, at least for hunting, if you go talk to like a hunter, I don't remember where the hunters are in this village or in this map, probably somewhere in Klonitsa. If you talk to one of the hunters, they'll actually sell you the locations of all the wild animals. My favorite hunting locations, though, are usually like near this creek right here, because this is where the bears and the Vezants are. Up over here's got bears and Vezants. The swamp, kind of. Honestly, just like west of Piastovia, this is like a great hunting spot. Between like the lake and the river. Bears, Vezants, boars galore. Hey, what's up, Henrik? Take this badger figurine. Wait, how old are you, Henrik? 13. Henrik's gonna age up. Henrik's about to age up, I think, next year. We'll get our first apprentice villager. It's about time. Let's grab like a handful of stone. Handful of sticks. Maybe some planks. Two wooden wheels. Let's start with this. Add some decorations for, actually straw too. We'll add some decorations for the sheep and in that little area. You saw someone do the half plank fencing and put hay in their sheep enclosure. Was neato deco. Now, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna just throw like a little bit of hay in the corners. Add maybe a wagon or two. Spice it up a little bit at least. I didn't mean to put that one there, but it's there now. We're leaving it. Throw this in like the corner. Maybe one in the back too. Watch out, sheep. I'll even put this here. Add some chicory or daisies, whatever goes there. St. John's wort. How about a wagon? Put a wagon like right there. Yeah, I'm kind of just throwing things down where I feel like it fits nicely. I think that was most of my resources, actually. I'll put a couple more flower pots down. I thought something like right there could look cool. I'll probably change out the plants eventually, because it's going to be way too much St. John's wort. I'm not going to place anything over here yet. Maybe I put like a dove coat here. Do I have? I don't think I have the resources for a dove coat. 2 planks. We get 2 planks. No problem. Happy little accidents. You know, it happens. It happens. It just works out. Watching a 4 split screen college football game. TV number 2, you hear goats. Life is weird. The goats or the sheep in this game always. They freak me out a little bit with their guttural noises. Maybe a water trough for the sheep. Yeah, we could do that. Let's grab like 3 buckets. Fill them up and add like a basin. We Slava, get out of my way. Uh-oh. I'll leave those there. I'll be back for those logs. It's a shame you can't hook up the wagon to your donkey or your horse. That would be so nice, like if you could actually do that and then carry a lot more back and forth. Or even like a chest they could connect to the back of your horse, so like you could, like let's say I'm doing like a building project, I connect the cart, I throw a bunch of stuff in the cart, I drive the horse over here, and then I could just like kind of go back and forth, moving things around. I think that would be really cool. Do I have, I think I need linen for this. The sack. Leather. I'll get some leather. I mean, this corner's almost done. I firmly believe you have sheep goats then. What the heck are you breeding in your village? I mean, I keep my sheep and my goats separate. At least I try. But I mean, sometimes I get them mixed up. So I needed leather. Take all the leather. I didn't get a bigger saddle pouch for more inventory space, but I think you need to upgrade the carry weight for the animal. Yeah, you can. Well, there's the saddlebags, and there is also a skill that levels their carry weight up a little bit. I mean, it's not much, but I mean, it's something. It's something. Do I have room for that chest? Like a secret chest behind. This area is too uneven to build. All right, I guess no secret chests. But for whatever reason, barrels are okay. Oh, you know what we could do? The ground is kind of uneven, so maybe this won't work actually. I was gonna say we could make one of those like sheds out of privies. But yeah, I can't even build a privy on this land. Like, what the heck? See, this area is so bad for building. Just like this corner. I should be lucky that I got these two buildings in this vicinity. Just a wild idea. Have you ever thought of showing some viewer worlds? Now that there's co-op, you could show some every now and then. I have considered that. I did think it'd be cool to like do like a stream where I just visit other people's villages to check them out. Or I'd considered the idea of like doing like a village building competition at one point, and then I'd like come look at the villages and show them off on stream and then kind of do a vote. There's a possibility in the future. How in the world does the bag for the animals equipped? Until now, you could never do it. I think I just click on them and equip saddlebags, right? I think you have to put the bags in their inventory and then equip them. I don't know if my horse has saddlebags. Yeah. Once you have the saddlebag, you just like hand it to them. Oh yeah, that okay. This is what you do. You go to your inventory and then you have H right here where you can switch to mount, and there's where you add it. So inventory, switch to mount. What happened? A full shed out of privies? That would be a shit show. I mean, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Over in my little stable area where I actually have flat ground, I have like these two privies I kind of connected to each other. If you see in the corner over here, and it kind of makes it look like some sort of shed. And I was like, maybe I could do that with the sheep, but the ground is too uneven for that to work. But I mean, it's still cool. We have one. Hey, what's up, Jared? What's up, man? Also, what's up, L Daxternator? We need to be able to build floors. I would love to be able to have the option to like build floors or like their own separate foundations, or even the option to flatten land, but I highly doubt we'll ever get that. Okay, I still can't carry these. All right, one thing at a time, one thing at a time. Also, I just ran out of my potions. I think that's why this became a problem. It almost lasts a full day, but not completely. I'm just gonna eat the flatbread for now. I get a little bit of stamina consumption. I think that'll be what matters the most for now. And then just slowly but surely move everything. I kind of want to do one more wagon. So I need 2 more wheels. So let's do that first. Maybe 2 wagons. It's cool that they line up like that. As long as the ground is flat, they line up like that. It is a pretty cool looking build. Just for like 2 privies stacked together. All right, I got a car over there. Maybe a car on this side. And we'll give the farm shed a cart too. But now that works. I could put like a gateway here too. I don't even know where I'm gonna start out here. So when I started building this village, I literally just went out into the forest and I was like, all right, where can I fit a house? That's where the houses are going. So all of the houses out here have just been like haphazardly placed. And I'm gonna try and make some neighborhood out of it. I kind of want to have part of it wrapped up in fences. And then maybe I'll do something with like the wood sheds. But I'm not even starting with that yet. Nah, you know, I do. Oh, what the heck's going on here? It's like, what is going on with the sheep? The animal AI is so dumb. You're telling me. They can't even get inside the building. It's like the Bellrite AI. When they try to get food, they all get stuck at the door and they can't move. Game needs a terrain tool so you can flatten the ground or raise it as needed. I would love a terrain tool. But will we get one? We'll see. I feel like it would be a while. If we got a terrain tool, it would probably be Medieval Dynasty 2. How are the fields looking? Are we getting everything planted? Flax, poppies, beetroot. More flax. Looks like they did everything. Right, I guess we have plenty of farm workers. So I kind of want to add like a fence right here. Let me get like a trellis to start it. I need sticks. Or not. Yeah, I'll just pick them up. There's plenty of sticks around. Have I tried Bellwright since their update today? You haven't. It was chunky. I did see a little bit of... You're talking about the August update, right? I watched the video to kind of see what they added and stuff, and I do like what they've changed, but I haven't played it yet. I was hoping for some like buildings or something like that before I got back to it. We'll just build this like straight on, and then we can put the trellis down. And I'm kind of like wrap, I think this up, both these up. See how it looks. This might be too close. Yeah, this is a little too close. Hey, what's up, Kimberly? How you doing? So farm sheds have to be in proximity of the fields for the workers to work, right? Or can you just put a farm shed anywhere? You can put the farm shed anywhere, but you should have the farm shed close to the farms because they have to walk to the farm shed to get their tools, and then they have to walk to the farm to work on the farm. So that's why I would say you should probably build it close by. How is this gonna work? Oh, maybe if we keep the tree in here. So let's start with this. Place this like right here. And then we're gonna place a fence. I'm just gonna get this started. Give you an idea of what I'm trying to do. Something kind of like this. Now they have like their own like yard space. And I can kind of fix the walls after. Yeah, I'm going to be doing something like this with these fences with most of the houses out here. Here, we can fix the road now. Kind of like line it up with the fence. You too, Rick? Yeah. I'm kind of just... I mean, there was a lot of hints of what they were going to be adding to the game. But I mean, it was mostly, this last update was a lot of polishing, which I mean, I still appreciate, right? Like, that game needs to be polished. But I'd also like to see some new features. So I'm probably going to wait till like a major feature update before I jump back in. Won't be able to stay long, but wanted to catch your favorite stream and favorite chat. And of course, pay the king's tax. Oh yeah, before you go to Kimberly, we got the emotes.
Better don't come close.
We finally got some emotes set up too and everything. I've been like telling everybody about those. Hey, what's up, Cortland? Dropped in to watch. Pay the king's tax. Thanks, man. How you doing, Cortland? Oh yeah, we forgot to put the water trough down. All right, we got planks. So if you don't pay tax in the game, what happens exactly? You basically start losing dynasty reputation every season. I think right now it's at 100, but they always change it. Like it used to be 1,000. Sometimes it's, I think right now it's 100. At one point it was 1. But yeah, you lose dynasty reputation if you don't pay your taxes. You could probably outpace the dynasty rep if you like did all of your quests and everything. Yo, this doesn't fit anywhere. How are they supposed to get water if I can't fit the trough? Literally anywhere. This is what I'm saying. This area is unbuildable. And it's making me mad. Like nowhere, we're like, not even just like a corner. It doesn't even have to be in a special spot. It just needs to go down somewhere. All right. So much for water for the sheep. I can't even fit a wash tub over there. Kind of sad. Do I still have all those sticks on me? No. Let's get our food and our stamina back, because I forgot to, since it's a new day. So we need flatbread, rye beer. I need to get like a, what would you call it? We need like a preserving bin, kind of like Ark, like a mini food storage. And I just open it up and I pull out the beer and the tart, so I don't have to sift through all of the foods and stuff. I think I'm gonna have to break those. This is like a little laundry area. It's nothing like fancy or anything. But I figure we could do something with it. If it allows us to even build a fence nearby. Literally, the devs could make one update and just be like, hey guys, we know how much you hate fences, so we made it so fences could snap on. It would solve like a good 50% of my problems. Putting down fences and getting it aligned correctly. It's just impossible. Like there's always going to be like a little gap. Huge. All right, that worked. And we'll just add like a road. Maybe like a chair. Medieval laundromat. We need a corner for the kids to play so that they're not like annoying you while you're doing the laundry. You know, just like a wicker basket with some toys. I don't know. This is the play corner. Beautiful. Here, we can put 2 more down. Or not. We need stones. That would be a game changer. You spent 30 minutes crying to bend fences together. Me too. Why can't they just connect? Why can't they just fit every time? The fences bring me so much grief trying to get them correctly. Sometimes I just give up and don't even want to put fences down. All right, that was quick, but I mean, that kind of fills out that corner really easily. In your mate's game, he's got all the custom settings, so it's like playing in creative mode, which is good if you want to start out and get ahead of everything. But what do you prefer? Do I prefer normal or cheats? I kind of prefer a mix of custom game settings. So I usually leave XP rates the same. Like on an average playthrough, I leave all the XP rates the same. I keep the days to 3 days. Since I'm so late in the game and I'm kind of wanting time to pass while I'm just decorating, I changed it down to 2 days. And then aside from that, I have fast crafting and fast building on. So it's not like pure creative mode, but I definitely, like, I could probably play without fast crafting, realistically. But then I would just not craft in this game at all. I just let my villagers do all the crafting for me. And then fast building, I mean, you just waste so much time building things. I don't want to hit one fence 7 times, hit this 7 times, and then move to the next one, hit it 7 times, move to the next one, hit it 7 times. Like, you kind of just have to determine for yourself what's worth the time or what's a waste. Should I put a fence around this too? I could like fence this off and have like a little entrance right here. Gotta bounce. North Dakota up on Colorado. Next game kicking off. Stay awesome, y'all. Sounds good, Rick. Thanks for hanging out for a little bit, man. We'll catch you in another stream. Take care, bro. Have you noticed any issues with increasing your building limit? Not particularly. I know it kind of like says there might be performance issues when adding extra buildings, but I don't really notice it, to be honest. Maybe my buildings are spaced out enough that it doesn't cause those problems. Or maybe my computer just does well enough as it is. But no, I put up my building limit to 200% every time. I kind of want to just have to, I kind of want to be able to make as big of a village as I can. I don't like the limit. There used to be a way to go into the settings and break the building limit so you could just like build infinitely. But for whatever reason, they took that out. Still kind of bummed out about that. Firewood. Yeah, let's grab some firewood. It may be different on consoles, or depending on like your PC build. I bet on console it probably lags. If you like do like the whole 140 buildings and everything. We can put firewood here, and then just like a log for chopping. It's the little things. Normal building is where it's at. Takes a whole season to build one fence. Yeah, I'm gonna skip out on that. I mean, I did talk about, I do want to do like a challenge where I change everything to, oh, they're already using the new bench. I want to do like a challenge where I change it to like 1-day seasons. And I try and just like spread that time out like as much as possible. So you actually like see like your villagers grow up and die, and you see like the kids grow up, and you actually have apprentices versus, oh, you beat the game, you haven't even gotten your first apprentice yet, so what's even the point? So I might do something like that where I don't change many of the custom game settings except like increasing the taxes and lowering the days just to make it a bit more hectic. Okay, let's see how this looks. All right, let me try that again. I know I want a fence here, but I don't know how I'm gonna connect it. I might just connect it straight on to this house. Because I'm wondering how this is gonna look, because you have, it's a little bit empty in this area, but I also can't build anything in this area except for fields. I could like put down trees and kind of follow the road on the left side. Oh, but it doesn't follow the axis. Oh, we might be able to beat that. We might be able to get around the axis. But we got to do something kind of weird. And I really don't know if this is going to look good at all. But let's try it. Since we got the time, we might as well do a bunch of experiments to see what looks good and what doesn't. I kind of want it to hug the wall. I'm gonna be risking it because if I do, I gotta cut this tree down. All right, goodbye, tree. I will miss you. Maybe. Maybe I won't. Why did the devs do that? They just ruined the fun by not letting you change the program files. I don't know why they changed it, to be honest. I'm sure it's a similar reason as to why they don't want to have... what's it called? Mods. Why they're being stingy about adding mods for a while. Because once you can kind of just break the game and make the game how you want, I mean, eventually you don't. The devs have done their job. They made the sandbox, and you just play around with it at that point. I really do hope we get like mods eventually, though. To the left of your house, the fence that has vines growing on it is unique. Oh, like this little corner right here? Yeah, I have like one little trellis kind of just sticking out right there. Or unless you're talking about this one right here. Having like the vines aligned. Another item I would love to be able to just snap on the walls. But I may be asking for too much at that point. Oh, this is gonna take a while, isn't it? This is a lot of rocks. Hey, what's up, JMF? How you doing, man? Okay, let's drop anything that's not stone. Will the builder set worker build it for you if you put the blueprints down? I wish, but nah, they won't. Another thing that would be nice if they added, as long as they picked up the resources, why not just allow them to build some things? But I could see that one being added in the future. No, we're just messing around. We're workshopping and we're seeing what looks good, what doesn't. Like, I think this is... if you're just looking at it as the plots, I feel like this could work. But we won't truly know until we actually plant. I think pear trees may look the best. Maybe we'll interchange between like pear trees and... which one's the pink ones? Plum? Yeah, like pear, plum, pear, plum. Wait, no, this is cherry. Pear and cherry. I think the cherry ones look a little bit better. Design-wise. All right, 2 more just to fill in this corner. Even this doesn't align. Oh, maybe I won't be able to fit 2 trees here. Unless I destroy this tree. I don't know if I want to do that, though. I've destroyed 1. Because if I don't like how this looks, then I'm just out. I'm out 2 trees. But I mean, it doesn't seem like I have much of a choice. And I want to plant these before the season change, so we can at least see some growth. Maybe like here. Will that be too far? I feel like that's too far. At this point, I'm just being extra. I'm gonna quick save. I'm gonna break this. If it fits, I'll leave it. If it doesn't fit, I'm gonna reload. I do not trust moving trees. One small move and it's a one-shot kill for me. You know what? Let's take this one out now. Because now we could just... Yeah, I think this will work. Almost perfect, to be honest. Or how many trees we have just laying here. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I might want to add some over here too. Maybe I'll need an extra season before I can plant. We at least have these ones going, so these ones will grow. So maple trees give you 4 logs, spruce gives you 3, and you can't remember the name of the white one, gives you 2. Correct. Spruce trees are, not spruce. Maple trees are the best ones. So if you're in like a maple tree area, I usually like to cut down those logs and not like dig up the stumps if I can help it. Look at them fields. The perfect field. Oh my gosh, he did. Look at Henrik.
How can I help you?
He's all grown up. Oh my gosh. He's a young man.
I've got to go.
He is literally a small... He looks like a miniaturized adult. Henrik, I am proud of you. You still look kind of tiny, but I'm proud of you, son.
How you doing?
Do you still play with toys? I can't give him any toys, it looks like. All right, well, It's time for you to get a job. He has 7 in extraction, 5 in farming, diplomacy, survival, 6 in production, 4 in hunting. The best thing for him to level up would probably be production. So Henrik, since you like to hang out at the bar all the time, or you used to rather, we're gonna make you apprentice at IHOF. Vladislava. Guess you'll work there too. But apprentices, for those that don't know, I mean, apprentices, it's very, you have to wait obviously at least 14, 15 years before you can get your first apprentice. But you can assign apprentices to work in other buildings. It doesn't matter which building. You can have them work in a tavern, you can have them work in a smithy, a kitchen, anything that has an apprentice slot. And when they're working as an apprentice, they don't actually generate goods faster. They don't generate goods at all, actually. But what they do is they do level their skills. So even though Henrik isn't going to be helping Svetopluk or Vladislava make juices or wines or anything, he will level up his production like while he's like growing up and while they're all leveling as well. So by the time he's 18, he may actually have a 10. Like he may actually have a 10 in production by the time he hits 18, which would be nice. So that's the goal. Get him his production as high as possible, and then maybe we'll have him work in a woodshed. Get him some extraction skill, and then he can kind of, actually, you know what? I take it back. So normally that is how you'd want to do it. But for my boy, the character that I'm going to be playing eventually, let's take Henrik out. Actually, no. Have him level his production. We're going to need the production to be up, especially if we want to make tools. I was going to say, we could have him work in a job that takes a long time to level your skills. So, like, give him a survival job or a hunting job. But I still think it's going to take forever for him to level. So I'm not even going to... We're not even going to try doing that. It takes a year or two for the trees to grow back, correct? Yes. It'll be a couple years, but they will grow back as long as you don't pull up the stumps. Poison arrow crafting, yay or nay? I mean, if you like poison arrows, I guess there's no problem with them. I don't really bother, honestly. At least in the end game, it doesn't feel like the poisoned arrows do way more than like non-poisoned. As long as you have like iron bolts, it doesn't really matter. Honestly, I don't even know if have I touched my herbalist since the annual change? Oh, yeah, we did. So for spring, we're gathering morel mushrooms, St. John's wort, dandelions. Summer, we're gathering... Let's cut this down from... Because honestly, we have so many broadleaf plantains, it's not even funny anymore. So instead, we're just going to do like 100% berries in the summer. Maximize our output for our berry wine. Because 400 should give us about 20 berry juice. So we'll be able to make 60 berry juice from all of the berries we get. We got mostly mushrooms coming in on fall, and then winter. This is where I would say all your potions, your arrows. I don't have the recipes to all the potions, I guess. So I'll buy those really quick. Oh, I don't have the skills for all these potions either. All right, just kidding. I mean, we could be making potions in the winter. If there's any potion I would recommend for me, at least in my position, I mean, honestly, none of these. I don't really like any of these potions. Maybe stamina, but fish tart already does better than stamina. Cure I don't care for. Saturation I don't care for. Potion of temperature, maybe. I mean, just to have them making something, I guess. There's no way we're gonna have the vials for this. But we'll worry about that when we get to winter. Slave labor and child exploitation? Nah. I'm teaching him a skill, okay? He's like it's like an internship. It's still unpaid, but he's getting a skill out of it. In fact, is he in there now working? He's not even working. He's just sitting there, looking at the scales. He must be interested in that money. Who the hell is this?
How can I help you? See you soon.
All right, back to fences and back to the orchards. We still need... Actually, I need to change too. Get all the hot clothes off. Put the cool clothes back on. Grab like another 150 stone. Or 100. However much I can carry.
It's not much, but it's honest work.
Part of the game I didn't want to skip over for hunting. Just headshot and you're good. You're on the recurve bow. Poison's kind of null at the point, but now that you think of it. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice if it did a little bit more, or maybe if there's like a slowing potion or a poison, or it did more than like a little bit of extra damage. I mean, that's just how it is. Once you get the recurve or the crossbow and you're using iron, poison will, I mean, it'll add a little bit to it. They'll definitely add something, but honestly, it's not worth it to me. I don't know if you saw how it was when we tested like the plum juice or the plum wine, because the plum wine gives you like 150% extra damage. So realistically, you could just drink that up and you're gonna do way more than you would with poisoned arrows. I mean, you can just keep stacking them. Would be nice to see an army from another village that you stole from come to your village and have a fight with your villagers. If it was from a village that I stole from, I would be at war with every village on the map. Oh no. Gotta get him a haircut first. His coworkers are gonna talk about him around the well. Yeah, he's kind of got the bowl cut going on right now. I don't cut his hair. I don't know who did that. It was Lubomira. It must have been. I would never commit such an atrocity. Would be nice to have villagers from other towns visit your village. Yeah, I agree. We'll get the like occasional 3 bards coming in every once in a while. And I don't think on the Oxbow you can get heralds or exotic goods vendors, which kind of sucks. But yeah, it would be cool if like other people like walked in your village. People came to your market stalls and bought things, or people stopped by your smithy. Anything that adds immersion to the game, I would say, should be the focus. Put this fence up. Slowly but surely, though, we're expanding to this side of the village. 1 plank? Are you serious? We probably have planks in the woodshed. Yeah, we got a lot of planks. I think it's on the idea of the developers, maybe with a new update. Only time will tell, unfortunately. But they do listen to the players, right? Like, we got bridges. People have been asking for bridges for years, and we finally got bridges. Looks like you're running out of storage space. Maybe build another one for more storage. Oh yeah, we are actually really close. I got a better idea. So this is what I like to do sometimes. Look at all that flour. What a mess. Let's go by weight, because it's usually going to be logs. And then just start taking stacks of logs over here and just placing them in this little area. Looks like we can do like 55 at a time. Actually, we have a lot of planks too. I might cut back on the amount of planks that are being created, because we should not have that much.
Hey-ho, hey-ho.
Didn't think of that. Good idea. Yeah, I think I'm at the point where I have 3 resource storage 3s, which is why we got a good 12,000 carry weight. But unless I can solve the problem quickly, usually what I like to do is just pull some of the resources out and kind of fill it up inside the actual storage building. Like this wicker crate used to have, I think, rye and straw in it. So I'm just going to take like half the rye, half the straw. Drop a stack of straw in here. We got 500 oats, 1,600 wheat, 5,000 rye. We're gonna take 2,500, store it, and then carefully move it. Careful. And drop. It's always the logs. Got my 10K already, but I need to change back its production. Yeah, you can get logs relatively quickly, and logs are just super heavy. Same with rocks. Rocks are also pretty heavy. So what I like to do is, if I have too many, like 349 stone, nobody uses stone to craft, I think. So we're just gonna take this wicker crate and drop some stone in here. In fact, we're gonna break it into like small pieces. Because I'll probably want one at a time, like not a set of 90. The iron can go in here. Is there anything else we want to put in here? Iron bars, nah. Limestone, maybe the limestone can go in here. And that can stay in one big stack. The planks, on the other hand, and we could do the same thing with the planks. Take like half of them. I was gonna say if I could get them to, yeah, I was gonna say if I could get it to hang kind of on a wall. So like a stack. And then another stack on top of that. Throw the wicker crates in the corner. Easiest way to manage your resource storage if you don't feel like building extra resource storages. Just get crates, get baskets, and start moving stuff. Kind of have it organized so you can at least see where everything is. Because I have lost like 1,000 iron at one point. I was like, where the heck is it? And I didn't realize it was like under a bunch of things that I wasn't supposed to be under. But won't they despawn? Nope, they will not despawn. Anything that you place on the ground won't despawn. Like this random stone here that who knows how long that's been here. Like I got a basket over here that's also got like stone and bronze when I need it. I'll just put the other stone in there. This is another way you can like decorate things though. Like I got buckets laying around. We got more stone on the ground here. We got wheat. Some wicker crates that I wanted to fill up with some food that we haven't filled up yet. We got this table with just like clothing. I'll probably do some decoration with like planks and like floors eventually. But I usually like to save like all the outside decoration stuff until after I finish the village. Because there's a lot to the detailing if you want to do the detailing. And I'm not really the biggest fan on placing things in the outside world because it's not easy. Hey, what's up, Gregory? How's the settlement coming? The settlement's going pretty good today. We have been doing kind of like bits and corners of things that we wanted to upgrade. So like we did some stuff with the woodshed over here. We started changing up some walls on this side. And maybe even started working on like the neighborhoods in the back. That's kind of the next goal, is to get this area, do something with this mess right here. I even got some houses over there. Because like most of the main town is basically done. We're waiting for these trees to grow to see how this looks. I think these guys are good. This is good. This area is fine. Maybe I'll add some tools on that table eventually. We fenced this off, added some decorations over here. So we got like a little laundry corner. We'll probably need like another laundry corner or two. Wonder how long it'll take for the devs to change that. Who knows, honestly? Who knows? I'm still curious if they're actually planning to do things with like raids and stuff, because their Discord server has been like a battleground regarding like, are we getting raids? Are we doing things with the bandits? Are we doing things with the combat? It's kind of funny. But the devs like to stay silent until the day comes when the announcement hits, you know? I'm new to the game. How do you keep the people happy, if you don't mind me asking? To get the villagers happy in Medieval Dynasty, there's a couple things you can do. If you're in the early game, there's not too much you can really do to make them happy. The things that make them happy include upgrading their house. So like you notice I have like this white house. So if you build your house out of stone and then you insulate it, that'll make them happier. If you have decorations in the house, so like you see I have on the walls, you can like put like racks and candles, and you can hang straw from the attic. You can put furs on the floor. I think a total of 10 items in a house will boost their happiness. Villagers that are married and have kids are happier. Villagers that are higher level skilled in the job they're working. So like, for example, I have 2 blacksmiths here that have a level 10 in production. Since they're working in a job that uses a 10 in production, they get, I think, a plus 20% to their mood. However, if I was having, you know, the villager... Yeah, let's pull up a 10 villager. If I had that same villager who was a blacksmith, who has a level 10 in blacksmithing, but I had him work as a hunter and he only has a level 1 in hunting, he's gonna lose 18% happiness because he's not good at a hunter or at a hunting job. But if he's doing something he's really good at, he'll have more happiness. Settlements definitely looks like you put some time and effort into it. It's looking really good. Thanks, Gregory. Yeah, we've at least the last 4 or 5 streams of Medieval Dynasty, we've just been doing decorating and all that stuff for this village. Because I'm basically done. Like I finished the story for the Oxbow. I'm kind of just waiting for my kid to grow up so I can pass the village down to him. So in the meantime, while that's going on, we're kind of just sprucing up the place, making it look good. I do enjoy the decorating aspects of this game, so might as well before we do our next playthrough, you know. I think by year 20 or 21, that'll probably be the last year we do, and then we'll start the next run. And we're gonna go back to the valley for the next run. I'm kind of excited to play the valley again. Maybe another laundry corner in the area where the houses are. Yeah, I'll probably find a spot over there to add some clothing racks and stuff like that, or clotheslines. Oh, we didn't set the fields. Hold up. We need to change our rotation fields to cabbage. Cabbage, cabbage, cabbage. Everything else stays the same. Only 1 year in, so you're trying to figure everything out. Well, your villagers, so basically with mood, once you like move your villagers in, you have like food, water, and firewood, all that stuff. Their mood's probably going to be around 0, maybe 0 to 10. Villagers won't leave your village unless they hit negative 100, like 100%, negative 100%. So if they're at 0, that's okay. The only benefit to getting your villager up to 100% mood is they have, I think, a 20% increased output on production. So like any villager extracting or producing will get 20% more stuff. But they won't leave the village or do anything like that if they're at like 0%. Am I gonna immediately switch to my heir when they turn 18, or am I gonna play until my character dies? I don't know, honestly. So I know in the Oxbow, you can't swap over. You have to die to swap over. So if I swap over, I would have to kill my character to do that, which maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I'll just let my kid grow up, let him level his skills, get him married, and then when I'm ready, transfer over to him. But yeah, let's finish off these trees. I was placing some trees around this wall right here, and we finished building the wall. We didn't finish placing the trees. We'll put one right there. Right there. Oh, is this gonna... This almost looks like it'll fit, but I don't know if it's gonna fit. Yeah, that's not gonna fit. Maybe we can do a 2x1, because that'll take up like a little bit less space. Oh, are you serious? So close. Maybe if we move it over just like a little bit. Still no? So close yet so far. All right, get rid of this. Okay, that works. Can we get one like directly in between? I don't think so. I don't think that's gonna work. This rock is ruining everything. And you can't get rid of rocks. I only ask because you can only have one heir, but your heir can have 2. I think the rules on Oxbow are a little bit different than Valley. Gotta go. Need to try and get some sleep. It's been a fantastic stream and chat, guys. Props from Portugal and everyone. Sounds good. Drex Pack. Was good chatting with you, man. Got drawn to playing Fortnite creative. Kept this on in the background for the most part, but the escape rooms had you transfixed. It's been a minute since I played Fortnite. Once upon a time. I kind of don't like how that was set up, so I think I'm still going to do it how I did it initially. So like place one right here. Place one right here. Wait, will that work? Hold up. Maybe. It's literally like a fraction of a centimeter and it would work. Like, look at that. It's just almost there. All right, well, can't win them all. We'll still make it work. Move the wall in that corner, then you may be able to put it down. Yeah, I could move the wall a little bit. It's a good idea. Get this out of here. We can always put the wall back down. Genius. And then it's just as simple as reconnecting the wall. Maybe easier said than done. Please don't make me redo the entire wall. I don't want to. I'm probably going to have to if I want it to be perfect. Or at least from here, from corner to corner. Walls, they're going to be the death of me. Put a gate between the gap. I want to put a gate there because the idea is this area is kind of rocky and I don't want anybody going over here and getting themselves killed. You know, if they can help themselves. I think in the grand scheme of things, it probably won't even be that noticeable. All right, maybe it'll be a little noticeable. Just don't look at it, okay? Just don't look at it. Just forget it that it's there. Forget the gap is there and it'll disappear.
I haven't been drinking enough today.
I need to drink, I need to bathe, I need to eat. I gotta do everything. This game is missing a musician job in your village. Or just an odd villager that can play the flute or something. I mean, they have the bards now that will come visit every once in a while. I do like that they have that. But it would be cool to just have like an instrument that you could play. If you don't like it, don't look at it. Just forget that it's even there and everything's okay. Existentialism is the answer. If you don't see it, it does not exist. I don't see a gap. There is no gap. Would be nice to have a search bar in your inventory. Or a favorites bar. I feel like a favorites bar would be cool too. So you could have like, oh, your logs are always at the top, or like your main resources are at the top. That's something I've always kind of hoped for.
Any ideas on how to force children to eat vegetables?
All right, before the end of this season, we need to plant all of the trees. So there's still a chance that this could look bad. I believe it won't, but I still think there's a chance. Is there even still a wall? No, I don't, there's not even a wall. The wall's not even there. What wall? Gotta bathe, gotta drink my bath water. Gotta get some rye beer and some fish tart. Great way to start the day. This would be another useful like favorites bar or search bar tool. So I have to scroll down and find my fish tart and my beer. Let's place the last couple plots and then we'll go plant. And they'll be done with this corner, I think. Because we got the walls up. We finished up with the sheep. I kind of want to have these have like slight gaps. Like something like this. Now they'll be a little bit more evenly spaced out. And maybe we'll have trees aligned up here, but I'm just gonna wait and see how it looks before we even bother doing that. I think it's most important to have it just on this road going up. So if it ends right here, that's fine. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 plots. So we need 6 pear and 6 cherry. And we've got none right now. Like sitting at a campfire and they could like play a flute. There are like flute ornaments. So I feel like adding an animation wouldn't be the hardest thing. I said cherry, right? 6 cherry and 6 pear. I only have 5 pear, so we gotta go into town. But that's okay, we can try and check for Lubomir too while we're going into town. Look for the infamous 6'3" villager. Lubomir. Where art thou, Lubomir? Or special villager? I will take either. Malavid, Ludwika. Ludwika was one of my wives in one of my old games. Ludwika and Edberga.
Sometimes I get a feeling
Giddy up.
that
But nope, none of these villages are worth it.
Via. Whoa. Hello.
All right, let's check Piastovia. You see this item too? This is just a random thing. Like you see this object? We should be able to build this. Like if they placed it down, if the developers can make the object and place it, I should be able to place it too, damn it. I don't know what I'd use it for, but I could use this. You could hold my logs. I don't have any logs, but it could hold my logs.
Let's go. Via.
Or like stairs and having like a 2-story house. There's definitely a lot of things that the devs could add or improve. I mean, the list is endless. Oh, that was close. I thought that was them. 4 3s. We got a 4-3 villager. Roberta. Roberta, I like you.
the best ones are always taken.
But here's the problem, Roberta. We don't have any room for you. So this is what's gonna happen. Who's my worst dude? I don't even have a bad person. I think it needs to be a guy if I want to replace them, actually. Because all the new guys I got were male. It was fun while it lasted, Roberta, but I need you to get out of the village. I'm not building you a house. Unless there's room. See, there's no room. It was over as soon as it started. I'm sorry, Roberta. I kicked her out before I got the notification that I invited her. Poor thing. I too am in California, but I'm sure y'all know.
Hello.
Let's check Klonitsa, and then we'll check Ostoya. But I'm not seeing nobody.
Need a new knife, but I don't have it.
So be sad.
Maybe I'll start.
Voislava, Norberta, Zadar, Batilda. Nobody in Klonitsa is worth hiring. But we'll check Ostoya last.
How can I help you?
And I forgot to pick up those pear seedlings, so I need to stop by Piastovia and grab those before I go back to town. And lastly, we got Samagost, Edita, Adelbert, Nemir. Samagost is not bad. But nobody worth hiring this season. We'll have to check in the fall.
Let's go.
How can I help you?
Oh, what's going on with my fields? Hold up, hold up. What is this? Is that can't be it. The farm shed is missing resources. Fertilizer. We definitely have fertilizer. I can guarantee you. All right, all the seedlings. We gotta go move some fertilizer. Our fertilizer is in a box inside the resource storage, but not actually in the resource storage box. So we gotta take care of that
How is life?
ASAP. Oh, I'm stuck. Please. It's 3:05 a.m. right now in the UK. Damn. It's late for you guys. I remember Destiny talking about that every once in a while. Just be up in the odd hours. To be fair, that was me yesterday. I stayed up late playing that game. All right, I gave you fertilizer. You should have all the fertilizer you need. Right? I put in fertilizer, yeah? Yeah, all right. 1,000 fertilizer. I also have some management problems, like 5 of them. The barn is missing oat grain. We'll thresh the oats then. We can fix this. There's a simple way to fix this problem. Get to threshing. And the barns will take care of themselves, I think. And lastly, we need or you could say it's early morning for us in the UK, depending on what time you have to get up for work. That is true. I used to have to get up at like 3:30 for my last job, 3:30 a.m. That was fun. Yeah, that was fun. Services. Tool stall, market stall. We do kind of need to hire another villager if we want to get our stalls completely filled up. So we may need to build one more house. If I could just find Lubomir, I'd move him into Blanca's house, but no luck. Not built. Let's unassign this one. That might be what's causing it. That was what's causing that problem. I think I have an unbuilt one on this side of town. Blanca's house looking as fine as ever. Here's my other 2 taverns, by the way. Nothing like crazy going on over here, but mainly to level up production as soon as possible. We got T-Bald in the well. Rainer, my bad, not T-Bald. I think those are the first 2 villagers I ever got. I do really want to start on this row next. The plan is, this is the plan, all right? We got a plan. I'm gonna build a wall all the way this way. From bridge to bridge. But I'm gonna have them kind of connecting to the buildings. And then I'm gonna fence off the buildings in the front, probably with like iron fences. Do like, I don't know, some random something like this where I have like a fence and then openings for all the workplaces. But I think that's gonna take a lot of time, and we definitely don't have time for that in this stream. I'd rather kind of get that other corner fitted out and everything. Make sure that our field workers are getting their stuff done. I think they'll still finish the fields in time. Oh yeah, we gotta plant these. Where'd my bag go? Hello? Did I break my bag? We used to go over 24 hours with no sleep. You'd lose track of everything. I think the longest I ever stayed up was 27, 28 hours maybe. I like stayed up overnight because I knew I was going to a concert the next day, and I was like, oh, I'll be fine. It'll be like super loud and it'll be crazy. I won't possibly be able to pass out. And then lo and behold, I fell asleep at the concert. I woke up for the good bands, but then when nothing was going on, I was just like crashed in the grass. I don't know. I just don't have the will to stay up super long hours. And that was when I was a teenager too. So that was like, that would have been the best time, I think, for me to stay up that long. I still couldn't do it. All right, so we're gonna interchange between cherry and pear. So we'll start with, or sorry, yeah, cherry and pear. So I'm just gonna go down the line and throw down the pear trees. And then we'll throw down the plum trees. And then probably sometime next year, these should be, or the year after, they'll be fully grown, and then we can determine whether we like them or not. That'll be in like year 19 though. But I can't imagine it'll look that bad. Especially once they're all full grown and like in the middle of spring or summer. I imagine it's gonna look really good. You did a 36-hour no sleep for charity and you started to see things? 38 hours and a 4-hour sleep for another 22 hours, your personal best. See, nah. As soon as like it hits 16, 18 hours plus, if I fall asleep, you're not waking me up for like the next 6 to 8 hours. Like, try as hard as you want. I'm not getting up. I could probably do 24 hours still, like if I like prepared for it, but like more than 24 hours, like a 48 hour, no way. 36 hours, highly doubt. All right, a couple things I want to check.
Here. Stop.
We got these trees growing. We got this orchard all set up. We got these walls. The trees should grow in a couple seasons, so we'll see that once that comes. We got this started. We could put some walls here. I was thinking we could like fence off these guys, like give them like a little yard. So just like straight on from here. We'll just put like a gate down. I'll probably stick with wattle. Okay, let me build the gate first. Get it as close as possible. It actually looks really decent. Like, that's like right on the money. Why can't fences be that easy every time? Oh, but it's not going to be easy on this side. I see how it is. It always looks better on one side than the other. Actually, that might work. And we could do the same for this guy too. But yeah, I think the goal is to get these houses looking nice for the neighborhoods. I think this last row by my house is the last row in the village that needs to be taken care of. But aside from that, the main part of town is basically done. Like, it's just fix this corner. Everything over there. I forgot about these houses. I don't know what I'm going to do over here. I feel like I won't have to do too much because it's only like 3 or 4 buildings. But over here, I have no idea yet. Maybe I'll wall it off all the way around. Maybe not. We'll probably play around with that once we get it. That'll probably be the last thing we do. Finishing off the bridge. Or the bridge side. Staying up gaming I'm no good at. I will pass out on the game. Work is different. I did that once. I fell asleep while playing World of Warcraft as a kid. Wow. I don't remember what happened. I think I woke up early because I wanted to play. And I was playing and I fell asleep at the computer. I was like 11 though. Now, eventually my brain will just be like, nah, I'm done. Turn it off, flip the switch. We're going to bed. Now we could probably do like a table and chairs. Probably some more pots and stuff. We'll put them inside. We'll give this guy like a little herb hut, maybe like or not herb hut, herb garden. There we go. Give him like a little herb garden. Maybe a couple small plots of fields, like personal farming plots, like 2 3x1s or something like that. Could you have a fortress on the island? A castle fortress on the island would be very accurate. I mean, nah, not really. There aren't really castle building structures in the game, unfortunately. If there was, I would 100% build a castle. Like, that's my jam. But nah, there's no castle building stuff. If eventually we get the opportunity to build like the walls that the Oxbow has, I would build just like a wooden fortress with palisades. $15 stone's not going to be enough. I probably got some. I mean, I had some in the box over there, but we don't want 90. I mean, we don't want 250 either. I still took 90. I guess I could have taken one from the box, but oh well. But no, to make like a little like herb garden, usually what I just do is take a bunch of rectangular flower pots and kind of just align them. So like, let's say his herb garden is right here. I don't think these are straight. Whoops. I might have to fix that later. Or just don't look at it. Just don't look at it. Just don't look at it. It's fine. It's fine. What herb garden? I don't see an herb garden. I mean, that works. It's close. It's close. Heck yeah, brother. I'm looking at it. It's fine. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. I think the alignment wasn't as bad as I was exaggerating. But we still need some herbs to throw inside the garden. Now, I really wish you could actually farm herbs in this game. Not just gather them through the sowing, or not the sowing, at the herbalist hut. You could actually just like put them in the ground and grow them. So we're gonna grab maybe henbane. What would this guy grow? Everybody has St. John's wort in the village. I feel like this guy would grow thistle or chicory. Scrap 3 chicory. All right, let's try it with this. Let's go, Bojack. Naturally, people can only play straight by eye anyway. a slight angle's correct on this occasion. Unlike some other things, if there were a gap in a wall. What gap? What gap are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, William. There is no gap. Do you see the gap? I don't see the gap. Do you see it? I don't. There's no gap. It's not there. See? It's fine. I swear to God, I'm gonna fix it eventually. It's straight. The slope on the ground is what makes it look off. You know, nature isn't aligned. Nature isn't perfect. So why should we be perfect? We'll drop some thistle in here. Let's do like daisy. Actually, no. This will be henbane. Double henbane with some chicory. Actually, no, this will be chicory. This will be St. John's wort. And then we'll do like daisy, dandelion, daisy. All right, he's got a herb garden going. I'll probably wrap it up in a mini fence. Could I was like, I doubt it. I could have made it like perfect and like put like 2 fields in between, but I don't think we want to do fields. I'll probably do some sort of, can I fit this? Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll figure out the wall situation if we're gonna add walls at all. I think if we're gonna do that, we may have to take out like the 2, like the middle ones, and then build around this way, so you would enter from the middle. Like I said, if there were a gap. If, yes. Oh! I survived. I hit my head on the thing and I survived. I didn't actually get knocked off the horse. This is a first. My forehead is made of steel. Lubamira, I don't suppose I gave you a gift this season. Silver earrings.
Hello there, dear.
Take care.
Here, what time is it right now? Oh, we can sleep. Yeah, we're gonna sleep. We are done with summer. I probably should have checked my fields to make sure they finished my fields correctly, but I didn't. Oh, yeah. I would say the fields were done just fine. How on earth you found a Lubamira for a wife is unbelievable to you. Yeah, I don't know. It was just fate, you know. If only I could also find the Lubamir, but I think because I have a Lubamira, maybe a Lubamir won't spawn. Or maybe a Lubamir doesn't spawn. I don't know. But yeah, guys, it's that time. I gotta end the stream. It was a lot of fun today. We got a lot in the village done. Like I said, there's probably like 3 or 4 more sections in the village that we could do. And I mean, I might be able to finish all of those by year 21, and then by year 21 we could start that new playthrough in the valley, or that new challenge. But regardless, guys, this weekend we're gonna be doing some more Kingdom Come Deliverance. We're gonna finish off the last DLC, I think, on Saturday. And I think since if we finish the DLC on Saturday, I think we might actually just finish the story on Sunday, or we'll just do like side quests on Sunday and then we'll finish the game next week. Appreciate everybody for hanging out today. Be sure to pay the king's tax of 1 like or 1 sub. Really helps me out and I really appreciate it. You could also drop a membership. We got new emotes, obviously I pinned those up there. But yeah, guys, I'll catch you guys next stream. Not tired yet, so may play a few hours, do a few things you've learned for the stream. Sounds good, Arthur. Thanks for stopping by, Arthur. Thank you, William. Thank you, Teresa, JMF Aquatics, Charlie, Disaster Strikes, Jared, Gregory, Drexpack, Anthony, Cortland, Bacon, Kimberly, Rick Miller, L. Daxternator, Myralyn, Harry Roberts, Jack Robertson. That's funny. Mad Season. Jimmy Latz, and that's as far as it's letting me scroll up, guys. Thanks for hanging, guys, and I'll catch you next stream. Take care.